only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do. When you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me, cause that's who I am.
Neal back deep.
Yeah, they're going to take over about the 22-yard line.
So they will take over.
Pretty good kick there, punt there by Johnny Johnson.
So they'll take over with 9:45 left to go on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. No score. And Reesville now coming out there. It looks like is that gray or green? What would you call that?
What do you think, Joe? Gold and something.
Yeah, gold helmets. So in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers, and they call him Al. They told me what his name was, Al Lee, the quarterback. Handoff, couldn't tell who got it. Gain of about.
Yeah, that's right in the middle. That's Red, one of the running backs.
Okay, so Red on the carry, and they're going to give him a pretty good gainer on first.
Offensive attack.
So Red number 6, yeah, he's the lone setback. That's Red now they got split backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Burns, a lot of guys up around the line. They get up there. They initially plug the hole, but finding a way is number 5. I think that's Weideman.
Yep.
And he'll get about 8 yards, and that's a CSI Mechanical first down.
Yeah, Reesville has a lot of backs and a lot of weapons they can put at us. Weideman, 344 carries or rushing yards this year.
So first down and 10, ball moved out to the 36-yard line. Reedsville's first possession, early first quarter, 8:52 left to go, no score. As again, it's Lee in the shotgun. With an H-back and a single back set, Lee to throw it. Pressure coming, he gets away, pressure still coming. Vinson's after him, incomplete. As they almost had a sack, but they forced the incompletion.
Yeah, pressure, Nick Vinson, I think Marshall McGowan was there as well. It's a good defensive stop there for Burns. That'll bring up second down.
So it'll be second down. I was hoping he was trying to throw it to a lineman there and maybe get intentional grounding, but must have been a back. I couldn't tell who it was. As Weideman now checks out. Lee's in the gun again, and I think that's Red back there with him. And they'll put 3 wide receivers in. Looks like they got extra tight ends to the right side. Man comes in motion. Lee's back to throw. He sidearms it complete. McGowan's after him. Will he get him? He does. Still on his feet fighting, and I think he got a CSI Mechanical first down.
Yeah, he's right on the sticks. I think it's Red again, as you said. Pushed out of bounds about the 48 or so, 47-yard line.
See where they spot it. They're going to move the chains, and that's a pass of 10 yards. And as I said, a CSI Mechanical first down. So Reedsville, a couple of first downs, able to move the football out near midfield as Lee, they got that H-back, single back set to the right. Now H-back swings to the left. They're going to try to run that way. Burns with a little penetration, but Red able to find a little hole. Not much that time, maybe 2.
Yeah, a little run to the left side, a little jet sweep. Good defensive play there for Burns. Can't tell who brought him down. Bring up second down, and looks like about 9 to go.
Yeah, second down, maybe 8. I think they gave him close to 2. As the ball spotted at the 49, it looks like the down marker back at the 47. So a little tighter formation here, and Lee, play action, rolls right, going to let it go. And man is open. Can he get it there? He does. And that's going to be a numbers bookkeeping touchdown for the Rams. And try to see who caught it, number 2.
Yeah, number 2, that's McCain. Yeah, so we knew that was going to be tough. Wide receivers for Reedsville just got over the top there. Opening drive touchdown for Reedsville.
So McCain with the touchdown. And that makes it 6-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. Pending the extra point, looks like they do something similar to Burns and run that little swinging gate. And here it comes, and now they're going to line up and kick it. And again, that's DeJong for the extra point. And the extra points tonight are brought to you by Neelan Cole. So DeJong lines it up. Snaps back, hold good, kick up. Kick good, 7-0 Reedsville. We'll be right back.
Main Street Hardware in Lawndale is ready for the cold weather, and they're helping you get ready with a big heater sale. Keep warm this winter with a new heater from Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Kerosene heaters and electric heaters keep you warm, and check out their year-end clearance prices on Toro mowers. Plus, see the big selection of Milwaukee tools and case knives at Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at MainStreetHardwareInc.com, and like them on Facebook too.
Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts. That's the theme of the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Falston, and the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home on Dixie Street in Cherryville. Their staff is committed to providing your family with the highest quality care and service in your time of need.
Reedsville, just a state power for a long time. And on the very first play, a little motion in the backfield. Normally you see with a Redbone offense, but East Lincoln jumped offside. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it looked like Marcel Johnson on the far side of the line trying to get a little head start.
Normally you see with a Redbone offense, but East Lincoln jumped offside. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it looked like Marcel Johnson on the far side of the line trying to get a little head start.
He doesn't usually need one.
No.
Marcel's come into the game. He's got, my goodness, 33 tackles for loss, 15 of them sacks. I mean, he gets in there and disrupts, and that's what he was trying to do.
Had 3 sacks last week in the ball game.
1st and 5. Patrick Blee is the quarterback. Hands off up the middle. That's going to number 7, Cam Medlock, the other of the two-headed monster for South Point, and that goes for no gain.
Yeah, East Lincoln all over that one.
They ran right at Johnson. And he was going to have nothing of that.
No. It's a promising start there for this Mustangs defense. It's going to be all about assignment football, trying to contain this South Point option.
2nd and 5, ball at the 25. 2 wide receivers to the side of the field. Medlock takes the handoff on the fullback dive. He gets out to the 30-yard line, and he's across it, so that'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Red Raiders, right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, East Lincoln had met him at the line of scrimmage, but he just got lower than the defender, ran under the tackle attempt, and got enough for the first down there. First of the ball game for the Red Raiders.
1 wide receiver each side.
And we're working on those technical issues. We're going to get them straightened out as soon as we can. So it is 6:51 left to go after that incompletion. And it will be 3rd down and 8. 3rd down, 8 yards to go, and Burns desperately needs to avoid a 3-and-out here. They've got 4 wide receivers in a single back set. And Mooney in the gun. Takes the snap back, and there's going to be a pre-snap penalty or a timeout. Let's see what they got. Is it a timeout? No, delay of game against Burns, the first penalty, and Burns is going to be behind the sticks. 3rd down now and 13.
Yeah, they'll back him up 5 yards. And not the way you want to start this game for Burns.
So they're going to back him up to the 23-yard line. And then 4 wide receivers again in for Burns, and again a single back set with Norris. And Mooney's in the gun. Snap back. He's got it. He's looking. He's rolling. Trying to roll away from trouble. He does initially. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss. But he'll only gain about 3 yards, and it's punting time again for Burns.
Yeah, another 3-and-out there for Burns. Brings out the punting unit and Johnny Johnson here.
So back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Bulldogs. Not a good start offensively, and Reedsville went 78 yards on their first drive for a touchdown. So Burns defense needs to make a play here to get a little momentum as Johnny Johnson is into punt again.
Yeah, we got number 1 for Reedsville. I think that is Flippin. He's one of the guys we talked about before the game. And 15 Neal back deep for Reedsville.
Johnson's got it. Foot into it. Pretty good punt. Knuckle ball. Fair catch. Ball's going to bounce inside the 40 to the 38. So good special teams play. So with 6:33 left to go first quarter, Reedsville with the ball and the lead.
Yeah, they'll take over about the 38-yard line. Give another shout out to Austin Turner and Jimmy Terry. Always appreciate y'all tuning in.
I'll tell you next commercial. All right, 6:32 left to go. And in the gun again goes Lee. And they very similar formations to Burns. So they've got H-back to the right, single back set, offset and behind Lee. It's probably red. Bobbles the snap, but he's got it. Now he's in trouble. Maddox is after him. They can't get him. Busted play, but makes the most of it. Vincent tackled him. No, as McGowan tackled him, but he still gained maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, Maddox was in pursuit, but McGowan finished the deal there, as you said, up to about the 42 of Reedsville.
That could have been a disaster, though. That could have been a loss of about 4 or 5 yards. So Lee did a good job of just making something positive out of that bad snap and kind of just a busted play. Well, there's that big kid, Harrison. He's a monster. He's going to be split out wide to the right. L.J. Allen will be covering him.
6'4" against 6'8" right there.
Yeah. So that's going to be running play. They got him in the backfield for a loss. If they can bring him down, they finally force him out, and Nick Vinson does. And that contact started inbounds. I know the crowd wants a flag, but that's a tackle for loss.
Yeah, credit McGowan for the initial contact there, and good job Vinson for pushing him out of bounds. Fans wanted a little extracurricular activities there, but as you said, Tom, that was started in bounds.
And a little hometown displeasure is nothing unusual, as the folks in the press box told us that we can expect that tonight. So it'll be double wide receivers to the right, double wide receivers to the left.
It's a big third down play here for this Bulldog defense.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8. Good chance to get off the field as Burns looks like they're going to send 5. They send 4. Lee with time, lets it go. Man is there, caught it. Harrison caught it.
They caught it.
Try to say he was out of bounds, but they're going to give him the catch at the 41-yard line of Burns. So that's going to move it from the 40. That's a 19-yard reception and a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yeah, that was Harrison on the reception. Threw it on where only he could catch it. I think going to be the key tonight is getting some pressure on Lee. Had a lot of time there to throw that ball.
He did. They sent 4. They looked like they were going to send 5, but now 3 down linemen for Burns, 4 wide receivers. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Running play, bouncing it outside, and that's 44 down the sideline. There he goes, and he's pushed out by Lamont Wilson, but not before he's got another big gainer. Penalty flag, so let's check the flag.
That's Cobb, the running back for Reedsville. It could be in the vicinity of holding, Tom. I'm not sure.
Let's see. Holding against the Rams. That is a huge penalty, and the Boo Birds are out, but to no avail. That'll back Reedsville up, and it'll be first down and about 20.
Yeah, big break there for Burns. A big run there by Rudd. Or Cobb, check that. So be another 3rd down play here. No, was it first down? Yeah.
First down, and it's back to the 50, and that is about a 9-yard, 10-yard penalty. I think they're going to call it first down, and
it's like about 20 yards to go.
Yeah, 19 or 20 yards to go. So they're officially calling it first down and 20. Empty set this time with 5 wide receivers for Lee. He's got the snap. Burns with a 3-man rush. Lee lets it go deflected and incomplete.
I think that was Coltrane might have got a hand on that, the line of scrimmage. Good job, the 4th second down.
Now, this is where you got to make your stand. You got bailed out by that holding call. Now you got them 2nd and 20. Keep everything in front of you. You got to get off the field here.
Yeah, it's a key drive here for Burns. We can stop them here, prevent them from getting any more yards. This will be key.
5 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Reedsville runs all kinds of different formations. This time 2 wide receivers to the left, slot receiver to the right. Man comes in motion behind Lee, and it looks like they wanted to run a screen to him. They don't. Pressure coming. Lee gets out of it. Woo, he's carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. That ball almost came out as Big Hopper gets him down. He'll gain about a yard, 3rd down and long.
Hey, Nick Vinson was key to that play. Tripped him just a little bit right there about the line of scrimmage to allow Maddox time to come over and make that tackle. And as you said, it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 19 on the scoreboard.
3rd down, 19 as Lee's got a single back set. That's red. Double wide receivers. Now it looks like McGowan showing blitz. Kahari Haynes now standing up. Looks like he's showing like he's coming. Now he backs off. So let's see if they send 3, 4, or 5. They send 3. Lee's got all day. Fires over the middle. Intercepted! Intercepted by Johnny Johnson. And he'll take it back to the 36-yard line. That's a huge turnover for the Bulldogs.
What a play there, Johnny Johnson. Little cross in the middle. I don't think quarterback saw him there. Good interception. And Johnson was the guy that sealed the game last week against Monroe. So excellent defensive play there of Johnny Johnson.
All right, so once again, thanking our video sponsors, Bots Grading and Stamey Funeral Home. We do realize maybe there's a little glitch in it. We're going to work on that.
Yeah, we are working off Wi-Fi tonight instead of a hard line, so we're having a little bit of video difficulties here.
3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Norris, a single back set. Burns trying to get a first down. And it's Norris, picks his way, falls forward, fighting, gets to the 40, makes something out of nothing, maybe a 2-yard gain.
We've seen that all year. Jeremiah Norris has the ability to break some tackles and dove his way for about 3 more. So it looks like about 2nd and 6 or 7 on the field there.
It's probably a little closer to 8. They marked him back at the 39-yard line.
I thought he got close to the 40.
Yeah,
there.
I thought he did too, but they marked him back there at the 39-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd down, 8, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. As Mooney's in the gun again. Norris back there with him. And now they're set. See if they throw the ball here. Mooney, play action, fires, complete. Surratt.
Oh, ball's intercepted.
Wow.
I think it went right through Surratt's hands. The DB might have just pulled it out of his hands. I'm not really sure, but big interception there for Reedsville. They'll take over around the Burns 40.
Yeah, see where they put it down. I think they're going to put it down to the 39-yard line. Maybe the 40. Let's see where they put it.
Can't
and
tell.
They're going to put it at the 40.
Can't tell who caught that. I credit him. I think he just pulled it out of Surratt's hands there. So
it was hard to see, but it just looked like it caromed off, and wasn't sure who got the interception. I'll try to get that during our next commercial break. Split backs for Reedsville. 2 wide receivers right. Handoff, and that's Weiderman picks his way. McGowan's got him, but still got a pretty good gain, 3 or 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, the Weiderman up the middle brings it up to about the 30, 35, about 36, 37-yard line.
Yeah, they give him 3, 2nd down and 7. And on this sudden change, Reedsville defense was able to rise to the occasion. Burns trying to answer. If you're just joining us, Main Street Hardware Scoreboard, 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go first quarter. Rams up on the Bulldogs 7-0 and trying to add to that lead as they're in plus territory. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. They got a movement against Reedsville. That'll help the Burns cause.
Yep, that'll back them up 5.
So second penalty against Reedsville, got him for 2 for 15 yards. And that puts them behind the chains. Back at the 42-yard line. So
as always, we want to thank our sponsors, Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Bots Grading for allowing us to have video coverage tonight.
Double wide receivers to the right. Man comes in motion. He's got it, going to run the screen to him. Ball thrown a little bit in front of him. Oh, missed the tackle. I had him for a loss. Haynes has got him down. That's number 1, Flippin. Flippin made a great move to get out of a tackle to make that loss into about a 5 or 6 yard gain. They're going to put him down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Flippin's just athletic. I think he juked, as you said, just a little bit to avoid that contact. I think finally brought down there by Kahari Haynes.
Now, you want to say Reedsville will take 2 cracks at it here on 3rd down.
The way their offense is moving the ball, I wouldn't be surprised.
So if they don't get it here, under center, no. Lee hasn't been under center all night to my recollection. 4 wide receivers. Man comes in motion, play action. He'll keep it up the middle. No, he can't get there as Vincent had him around the ankles and wouldn't let him go. Gained a yard, 4th down and 5.
What a play there, Nick Vincent. Just got him on the shoestrings. And I want to tell you, if he does not make that tackle, he's got a lot of room to run. Definitely would have been a first down.
Looked like the Reedsville offensive line did a pretty good job of making a crease for him to run through. And as I thought, they're going to take another crack at it.
4th and 5. Big stop here for Burns.
4th down, right at 5 yards. As Lee tries to get him to jump. Play clock down to 12. As he's got double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. H-back off there to the left. I think that's Weideman they like to use there. And he'll have it. He'll roll to his left. He's looking. He fires. Man is wide open, complete. And he's got about 7 yards. He's pulled out of bounds by Surratt and McGowan, but he's got 8 yards and a first down, a CSI Mechanical first down.
That's Deontay Neal, freshman, one of the many freshmen on this roster. He's the guy leading the nation in interceptions, so he's a good two-way player for Reedsville. Move the chains up to about the 28.
So first down and 10 for the Rams, and they have dominated this first quarter as far as possession is concerned. Burns has had the ball twice, 2 3-and-outs. Lee's in the gun again, extra tight end to the right, split backs. Looks like a man moved early, no call. That's Weideman, and he's a bull, but he's pushed back. Good job by Kahari Haynes.
Yeah, as you said, I think Reedsville left, running back left a little bit early there. Obviously non-call on the field.
Let's see what we got. Where are they going to mark it? Man's helmet came off. I think that's Weideman's helmet came off.
They're going to give him 2, so 2nd and 8.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 8 as 2 wide receivers go right, 2 wide receivers go left. Actually, 3 wide receivers to the right. Empty set. Man comes in motion, and they give it to him on a jet sweep, and he's going to be swallowed up by Lamont Wilson and thrown for a loss.
Excellent open field tackle there, Lamont Wilson for the big loss. What a play there. Tried to turn around the right side. Neal didn't have any room to run there. Bring up a 3rd down situation for Reedsville.
So that is 3rd down. And
clock's ticking down on this first quarter. They may not run another play.
They don't have to. And they're going to step to the side, so I'm going to take the break with them. End of 1, Main Street Hardware Scoreboard. 7-0 Reedsville. We'll be right back. Video coverage tonight.
Shopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
East Lincoln snap to start the second quarter. Handoff by Mazzell to Daly. He goes up the middle, maybe a gain of 1 at best. So a 42-yard bit of trickeration there.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a double reverse, and then on the way back around, he tossed it back to Mazzell again, and he threw it deep. Had 2 receivers down there waiting for it.
Yeah, Clark was waiting. Cutter was bolting down the field. He made the catch. So Mazzell back, looks to throw. He's throwing down the sideline, but it's going to be too far out of bounds. He looked to have Walker. He's going for Walker down the far sideline, but he was well covered, and the pass drifted out of bounds.
Yeah, just trying to take a shot there on 2nd and 10, but that brings up 3rd and 10 now. South Point defense again trying to stand tall in their own territory.
So 3rd and 10. Mazzell again back to pass. East Lincoln throwing more than we've seen lately. Finally, Mazzell dances out of the pocket. He's carrying that ball like a loaf of bread, and he fumbles.
Yeah, Mustang's able to fall on top of it, though.
Very fortunate there. It looked like the old days of the wishbone. Thomas Lott and Dean Blevins out there carrying the ball like a loaf of bread.
Yeah,
those teams fumbled like crazy, too, but they always seem to fall on it for the most part.
Yeah, South Point's just rushing 4 defensively, so Mazzell's had time in the pocket, but the Red Raiders doing a good job on the back end covering everybody up.
They are, because he had a good 7-8 seconds back there before he really started to make a move.
That's the first time they've been able to contain him once he's tried to break the pocket, though.
So Cutter on to punt. 1 player back. Cutter angles it to the far side, bounces, and it's picked up at the 2-yard line. Probably not the best decision. It might have gone into the end zone. So South Point will not have great field position, but they did at least get it out past the 10-yard line.
Bulldog defense.
And looks that like is a huge loss.
That'll bring up the punting unit for Reedsville.
Only going to be a 6-yard punt.
Yeah, had a lot of hang time, but didn't go very far. So not a bad opening field position here in the second quarter for Burns.
So Burns will have it with 11:06 left to go in the second quarter as their defense has done their job. Burns offense without a first down tonight. So they need to get one of those Falston Pharmacy CSI Mechanical first downs. Get a little offensive momentum.
See if Burns sticks to the run game here. See if they try to air it out. Got 3 wide receivers right, 1 left.
So Mooney checking the wristband for the play as Norris is going to shift to his left. And Mooney's in the gun. taking his time. Now has the hand set. He's back to pass. He's got a little time. Now running out of time. He's flushed. He can run if he wants. He lets it go. Intercepted. Intercepted by number 16, and then he's pulled down. As I wish Mooney would have took off and ran.
Yeah, it was a Mendoza interception for Reedsville. I think he had Allen over there open, but Mendoza jumped up and caught it. They'll take over about the 40-yard line of Burns.
That's tough. Defense just did a brilliant job, and now they got to go right back on the field. So with 10:55 left to go, that's 2 interceptions in this first half. So they're going to start on the BHS 40, does Reedsville.
We'll see if Burns can continue this defensive dominance. Last drive, very successful in getting to Lee and get some pressure on him.
Right, 4 down linemen for Burns, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. Run up the middle. And he's through, and he's got good yardage for. He's knocked down by Thompson at the 30, and I think they're going to give him 9. They're going to mark him just short.
Yeah, that's Cobb on the run there for Reedsville.
So a 9-yard run.
Brings it up to the 31 of Burns.
So it brings it up to the 31-yard line. And is that a flag? Not sure what the penalty marker is for, and that might be against a sideline warning against the Bulldogs.
I think it's, that's against Burns.
Yeah, sideline warning. That's not a penalty this time. I think some of the Burns folks were upset about something. So it's going to be first down. Check that, 2nd down and 1 as Lee's in the gun. And he'll hand it off through a little crease. Got maybe a yard. Big Avante Maddox stacks him up, but I think he got a yard in the first down. Brought to you by CSI Mechanical.
Yeah, that's Cobb on the run. Looks like a good stop there by Maddox.
Maybe at halftime.
Are they going to call him short?
Just go ahead and power it up, and we'll try to get it.
I think they'll call him.
Yeah.
Nope. It is first down.
Okay, so it is first down and 10 as Lee, and that's 44, the running back. That's Cobb. As Corey Hayes is after Lee, missed him. Lee gets away. He's going to throw it at the 30, knocked away by Thompson. Wow, that was a crazy play. Wasn't sure if he was over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Haynes ran after him, almost got the sack. Credit Thompson with the coverage downfield, so good defensive play there for Burns. Doing a great job of getting to Lee, and that's going to be huge tonight if we're going to win this ball game.
So still a 7-0 game. I mean, that's about as dominating a time of possession as you can get. If they can dodge one more bullet here, it's going to be a tremendous boost to their confidences. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. Split backs, double wide receivers, extra tight end to the right and to the left. As they're going to run to the left and slipping down. A lot of players having problems with the footing. That was red, didn't get much.
Yeah, how about this defensive line here for Burns playing really good tonight. Stopped in there for minimal gain, if nothing. As 3rd and 9, I think 1 yard on the field there.
As they say, the turf monster got him that time.
Yeah, Norris has had trouble, and Reedsville has as well. So, going to be issue out there tonight.
So it is 3rd down, 9, split backs again. Double wide receivers in. Lee, play action, rolls right. Looking's got time. He's running out of time. Coltrane's after him. What a catch. Again, that's Harrison, and he's just hard to cover. They're going to give him how much? Are they going to give him the first down? Let's see. They're going to put him down at the 17-yard line. That's a CSI Mechanical first down, gain of 12.
Yeah, he threw that ball up where only Harrison could catch it.
And I tell you what, I'm going to be looking because every time he's matched up one-on-one, it's a mismatch. He's so big.
I wouldn't mind put L.J. Allen on him all the time. I think he's lined up with him now. Allen's 6'4", so.
9 minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 7-0 Reedsville, and they're in the red zone. Man comes in motion. It's going to be Widerman, but he's going to be taken down for a loss at about back at the 18-yard line.
That's Johnny Johnson there. Coltrane, I think Haynes was there as well. It's a good stop there to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball up to about the 19-yard line.
4th tackle for loss for the Bulldogs tonight. Tell you what, the Bulldog defense, there's no quit in them.
Absolutely.
They've not got a whole lot of help from the offense thus far.
This defensive line is coming up strong tonight.
So in the shotgun again is Lee. Man comes in motion, play action. Lee tosses it out. Burns has got it strung out. And let's see if they're going to get him. They will. That was flipping, but he didn't get much. A lot of razzle-dazzle for maybe a 2-yard gain.
I think that was Jeter who made the initial tackle there. Good job there. Those open field tackles are hard to make, so that'll bring up a 3rd down situation for Reidsville.
So 3rd down and 10. And here we are again, Matt. Chance to get off the field. You know Reidsville's going to take 2 cracks at this unless they try a field goal from about 37 yards if they don't get anything here.
Yeah, not sure the field goal kicker's range, but as you said, as good as their offense is, they probably will be going for it here if it's 4th down.
All right, clock continues to run. 7:44 left to go. A split backs. Man comes in motion. Flag comes in. I think it might be a delay of game. No, they're going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Keep that livestock and those pets warm this winter with a stop in at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Come see the girls for Cedar Shavings and Square Hay Bales. Plus, they have your livestock and pet feed. And they have your protein tubs, too. And for you deer hunters out there, Parker Family Feed has cob corn, $9 a bag, and whole corn, $9.50 a bag. That's Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Church Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. The 30th anniversary sale continues at Essener Auto Sales in Shelby. Come check them out all year long with some great anniversary specials. Find out how easy it can be for you to be one of their satisfied customers. Yes, 30 years ago, Susie and Richie started Essener Auto Sales, striving to give you the best deal possible on a quality pre-owned vehicle. See them today at 417 South Post Road in Shelby, online at srautosales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. That's Essener Auto Sales in Shelby.
Big 3rd down play here. 3rd down and 10 as Lee's got it. He was in the gun. He's got time. He lets it go. He floats it. It's off the hands of L.J. Allen and incomplete. Almost intercepted, but it's 4th down and 10.
What a play there, L.J. Allen, just off his fingertips. As you said, bad intercepted. So let's see if Reidsville will stay on the field, and it looks like they are.
And they're going to go for it on 4th down and 10 yards to go.
Another big play here for this Bulldog defense. 7 minutes, 32 seconds left in this first half. As again, we want to thank our sponsors, Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home, Box Grading for giving us this video coverage tonight.
And 7:32 left to go, and big 4th down here as Lee's got it. He looks, he lets it go over the middle, into traffic, caught for a touchdown. And he caught it in between 3 guys, Matt.
Bass Harrison had 3 guys all over him, took a hard hit there at the end. Just a great catch. Touchdown, Reidsville.
So that's a 9-play, 40-yard drive. Set up by the interception. Nealon Cole extra point on the way. So I tell you what, this Bulldog defense, I'm not going to shame him for that. He just went up and got it.
Well, when you're 6'8", it makes it a little easier to do that.
So it is DeJong on for the extra point. Snap is back, up, and good. We'll be back in just 60 seconds.
Tops Pizza and Pasta in Boston is happy to help sponsor the broadcast of Burnside football. For over 22 years, Tops Pizza and Pasta has been serving this area with the best pizza around. Come one or come all. Eat in their big dining room. Pick it up or have it delivered by calling 704-538-3344. Pizza, pasta dinners, wings, subs, salads, sides, and even desserts. Come by before the big game. You'll be glad you did at Tops.
30-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the half. 7-0 East Lincoln. Mazzell throws. That was a dangerous throw. They were trying to get Walker out there on the side, and that was nearly jumped by John Vickers coming up to make the play.
Yeah, that was the same little bubble screen they just threw to Markel Clark a few plays ago. They tried to hit it to Walker this time and unable to connect. Brings up 3rd and 18 now. Wonder if they try and get a chunk of it here, maybe set up a field goal attempt or Go for the big play.
Or with East Lincoln, they may just try and fire it the whole way. They're not afraid to do that.
Looks like they're going to line up.
10 on the play clock. They got 3 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Mazzell alone in the backfield, so chances are he's going to throw. Good blocking by the East Lincoln line. He's got time, throws downfield. Incomplete, but then blasted out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Walker along the sideline over there on the far side.
He was drilled a good 2-3 yards out of bounds after not catching that.
Yeah, the ball had already hit the ground by the time he got hit.
Surprising that there wasn't a call on that one, because he was clearly out of bounds. The chain crew had backed way up out of the way.
Yep.
It would have been a first down if he had made the catch.
Yeah, he was just past the sticks over there.
So it was a good pattern there, just couldn't quite make the catch.
They're gonna try a long field goal here now.
Chris Milletta on.
It's about a 47-yarder. They're rushing to get it off, too.
Their play clock's down to 2. They're going to take a timeout here to see what they wanted, whether they really want to kick this or not. Milletta's got the leg.
I mean, this would be...
One thing about this end of Lincoln County, there's some kickers over here.
Yeah.
You got Milletta for them. Earlier this year, it was Helmut Rojas who was doing some good kicking. And then over at North Lincoln, you had Liam Sutton, who could pound it into the end zone. When North and East played here, it was just touchback city.
Yeah.
Almost every kickoff was in the end zone.
No returns.
And they were just killing extra points.
If he can hit this, I'd say it'd have to be the longest field goal I've seen this season at the high school level.
Oh, definitely.
Did just get a score update. Reedsville now leading Burns 14-0 over there in the 2A West final.
Someone said earlier that Reedsville is 96-4 the last few years in their last 100 games. They don't lose often.
No.
So here it is. Milletta is going to try a 47-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's long enough, but it's no good. It's wide to the left. He had enough on that.
Yeah, just pushed it a little bit. And that'll give South Point their best field position all night long. We talked about just a few moments ago.
Not a bad decision there by East Lincoln to go for that. Milletta had plenty behind that.
Yeah, he had the leg for it.
But the score remains on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, 7-0. That first possession touchdown by East Lincoln is standing up so far.
Yeah, we'll see how long that'll last. South Point unable to get untracked offensively so far.
This will go to the 20-yard line because the kick did get into the end zone.
Okay.
So it will not go. It's not like college or pros where they spot it.
At the spot of the kick.
Is it spot of the kick or is it from where it's snapped?
Line of scrimmage. I think
Line of
it's
scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage.
Either way, it's gonna. That's another 10 yards that they'll be pushed back.
That's a good catch there. I definitely didn't know that.
Well, I didn't either until I saw him going over here. It's like, oh yeah, it did make the end zone. He had, like I said, he had plenty on it because it was long enough. It was just wide to the left. So we're down to 3:40 to go in the first half. 7-0 East Lincoln. They took their second time out of the half. They're down to 1. South Point still has 2, and they have possession.
Yeah, this is about the perfect amount of time left on the clock for this South Point offense and what they like to do. They can run a nice little 4-minute drive here and try and tie this ball game up heading into the locker room if they can
Well, they
get
better
something
run
going.
a 3-minute, 40-second drive.
They might have to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, there you go. Even though they haven't tried one that I could tell this year. Again,
Yeah, spreading it out.
spreading it out. 4 wide receivers. One comes back. Pitch out to the one that was coming in motion. He gets out across the 30-yard line. It is Elijah Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer came in motion from the far side to this side. Takes a pitch from Blee, who we have not seen carry the ball very much.
No, just 3 carries so far, only 1 yard gained.
I was quite surprised. It was like, he's got 1,400 yards this season, but
Yeah, it's been almost all Medlock so far. A little bit of Pfeiffer mixed in like you just saw.
now no wide receivers this time. Everybody in tight, player in motion. It's going to be a lead blocker. Pitches out to number 5, Will Ross. He goes around the left side, and he's going to get enough for another Turner Hauser Insurance first down.
Yeah, first time we've really seen South Point be able to get the edge out there on the outside. Picked up 13 yards. Back-to-back first downs now.
So 2 runs for 24 yards total. And they've only used 50 seconds to do it. So time-wise, they're in good shape. Blee falls down in the backfield. He was trying to hand it off to Medlock, or doing the mesh at least.
Yeah, he saw Cutter there waiting for him, and it looked like he just kind of fell down. He just conceded that one. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm sorry, if Cutter's coming to me, I might fall down too and not get hit.
Do the exact same thing.
Cutter, the West Virginia commit. Several players on East Lincoln that are going to play at the next level.
As a tackle on the South Point side that's headed to Notre Dame. So some good athletes on the field here tonight.
Blee keeps it this time, gets hit in the backfield, escapes, moves the ball forward, gets to about the 47. So a short gain was disrupted in the backfield. That was Marcel Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson made the hit initially, and then I think it was Parker Davis that came in to clean it up from his safety spot.
And East Lincoln has taken their last timeout of the half.
Yeah, they've got South Point in a tough spot here, 3rd and 7, just shy of midfield at the 47.
Curious to see what formation they come out in. We've seen the spread offense, but then they kind of ran the ball back to the interior, pretty much doing that. They've tried plays up the middle. They've tried the halfback pitch.
22 minutes played of game time so far. Still no pass attempts yet for the Red Raiders.
Not surprising, but they do.
They're going to mix one in eventually.
They will.
It's going to happen.
They kind of lull you to sleep, and then all of a sudden fire one.
Yep.
You're like, oh no.
Yeah, their tight end, the other Blee, Jackson Blee, the senior, he's been kind of their threat in the passing game, their biggest threat.
Yeah, he does lead them in receiving. 13 catches for 343 yards, so he's averaging 26 per catch.
Yeah, that'll get it done.
So 3rd down, crowd rising, pitch to Ross. He goes around, and there is nothing there. Good pursuit by East Lincoln. Marcel Johnson, Blake Bradford, and others. Good assignment football. They get out, make the tackle, and make it a gain of maybe 1, if that, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, nothing doing that time. That's the same play they ran to start the drive that got a big chunk. 13 yards, I believe, on the pitch. This time, East Lincoln all over it.
One thing I've noticed with East Lincoln this year, they do adjust well.
Yep.
The game against North Lincoln, North came out, ran it down the field on them. Then North did almost nothing except between the 30s maybe, the rest of the game, because they had adjusted to it.
It's good coaching.
It is. Plus, you've got a defense for East Lincoln where you had every returning starter at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Lubowitz in the preseason a few months ago now, and he was very excited about that on the defensive side of the ball.
And it's shown up. I mean, they've given up 87 points in 14 games. That's just astounding. Less than 7 a game.
Unreal, and they've stifled South Point to this point in the ball game. Maybe just over 100 yards in the first half. They had about 80 coming into this drive.
And they've got another 28 at this point. So, yeah, probably just over 100. We'll have our totals. They're unofficial, but they're usually pretty close.
They're pretty close.
Yes.
Within a few yards.
We don't have the luxury of sitting there with a videotape like the coaches and going, okay, it went from this yard line to this yard line.
Game's moving fast sometimes, especially when East Lincoln's got the ball at least.
Well, the clock runs fast when South Point has it.
Yeah, exactly. South Point does have the punt team out on 4th and 6, just shy of midfield.
So Ramirez will punt. Clark and Walker back for East Lincoln. 1:15 to go. Snap, high snap, and the play is going to be blown dead. Legal procedure on South Point.
Probably fortunate because the Mustangs were back there in the backfield. Looked like the punter had realized he wasn't going to get the kickoff and was about to try and tuck and run. So East Lincoln could have had the ball in plus territory there if not for that pre-snap penalty.
One thing to watch out for with East Lincoln, especially if you get number 4 on this near edge, Jalen Roseborough. He tipped a ball against a couple games ago. I'm losing track.
He's a speed demon, a track star for the Mustangs in the spring.
Yes, he is. So 1:15 to go. They'll try it again. Now it's 4th and 11. Walker's now up closer, but Clark is the deep back. Kick is up. Clark catches it at the 20-yard line, and that'll be it. No attempt at a return. No blocking in front of him. Not the worst decision.
Yeah, let that high-powered offense get back out there and try to put together one more drive here before halftime.
68 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. Other than the one turnover, both teams have not had good field position.
No, not at all.
And then East Lincoln did nothing with that field position. Well, they went a little bit, but then they stalled.
Yep.
They actually did better from their own 15 than they did from the plus side of the 50. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Daly in the backfield. Mazzell back, looks, throws. He's got Walker on the far sideline. Catch is made, fumbled, and it's fallen on by an East Lincoln player. They had the first down, but they will lose that after the fumble.
I think it wasn't Beam. It was over on the far side.
No, Beam's.
Yeah,
I'm not. It had to be a lineman that fell on it because they were the only ones over there. Everybody else is on this side.
Looked like the right
Snap.
tackle.
They throw back across. They got. Oh goodness! Had Walker right in the mitts, and he dropped it. I'm not sure if they got a hand in there to deflect that or not, but they had Walker on a slant over the middle, past the 50, and he might still be going otherwise.
Yeah, that's the chunk play that they were looking for here to try and get this drive started too. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
So they've got Clark, Beam, and Shropshire to this side, Walker to the other. And there's going to be an offside there. Walker was slow to get back to the line of scrimmage, and then he was over the line of scrimmage, never did get set. So it'll be 5 yards against the Mustangs.
Yeah, 3rd and short becomes 3rd and a little more difficult.
Yeah, not the best move by Walker. Yeah, you dropped the pass, you could have had it, but get back before the next play.
Yeah. Just compounding mistakes right there.
So 3rd down and 7 at their 24, 36 seconds left.
Walker's liable to go out there and make a play to make up for it, though. So we'll see if they target him here again on 3rd down. He's getting single coverage on that side. You've got 4 defenders over here against the 3. So 38 seconds. They've changed the clock back because of the penalty. But yeah, they've got Walker over there basically in single coverage with a safety way back. And he throws down the sidelines going for Clark. Pass is incomplete. South Point defensive backs are making these receivers pay even on the incomplete passes. I think that was that Daly that time they were looking for?
It might have been Daly out of the backfield. I thought it might have been Clark.
They were both over there in that area.
You had Walker and you had Daly out of the backfield because you've had Shropshire, Clark, and Beam all on this near the wide side of the field. The ball's been on the right hash mark for them.
There's a flag on the play in the secondary. It's at about the 40-yard line.
There was a collision back here at about the 40.
Yeah,
they held up a receiver. I saw that, but then the pass went the other way.
They called defensive holding, and that'll be 10 yards and give the Mustangs a 1st down. So looking at a 3 and out, but they pick up the 1st down via penalty.
So 1st down at the 34. And South Point moving their safeties back even further. They've got them on the other side of the 50. So there's a good 17 yards downfield. Mazzell looks. He's got plenty of time. He throws. The ball is dropped by Walker again.
Yeah, tough drive here for Keandre Walker. He's been targeted 3 times, I believe. had the one catch but fumbled it, and then a couple of drops.
And the penalty.
And the penalty.
Be right back.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They have just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for.
Than he has been in any games I've seen of them this year.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with South Point on the back end so far. They haven't been hit for maybe just one big pass play so far.
Daly takes it, goes up the middle. He's got an opening. He's going to be close to the first down. He's finally wrestled down. It'll be just short. They have no timeouts, so they'll have to go.
That was a heck of a tackle there at the end
Okay,
of that play.
stopping the clock, they did say he got the first down. 15 seconds left, and now the clock rolls. They need to go. 12, 11, and now they're going to call a legal procedure on the Mustangs.
Mizell looks a little frustrated with the officials there.
So do the linemen.
Yeah, the one official was holding up play. And maybe that's why the lineman thought he was still good to move around up there. Second penalty on the drive here for the Mustangs.
So now the clock is going 6, 5, they need to go. No, they're not going to get a play off. Yeah, they do, barely. Smith back, scrambles around, and he's sacked in the backfield, and that'll end the first half.
Yeah, brought down
Some
hard
confusion there by East Lincoln, and part of it was the officials not getting the ball in play. They said there was a first down, and then he stopped the clock, and then it wasn't smooth between either East Lincoln or the officials getting things set up. So that's it for the first half on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. It's East Lincoln 7, South Point 0. We'll be back after this 4-minute timeout with a stadium halftime show. You're listening to the Lincoln County Playoff Game of the Week.
Full Throttle.
It's a bang-bang play. It's a bang-bang. And the Reedsville Rams are playing a little game with the Burns fans. And David Devine threw the hat.
He has a right to be mad. That was a terrible missed call.
I think he's got an argument.
Let's keep your composure, guys. We got 44 seconds left, first half.
Second down and 10. 4 wide receivers and a single back set for Burns again. And Reedsville showing blitz. They back out of it. They send 3. Mooney's back. He's got time. He's running out of time. He's going to be sacked. And he's going to be sacked back at the 32-yard line. That's a loss of 3.
That's Harrison there for the sack.
And Burns is going to call a timeout, so we'll be right back. We'll take it with him.
Drift away, because you're only limited by your imagination at the new La Di Da Cafe and Lounge in Falston. You dream it up, now make it up. Coffee anyway. Fruit smoothies, fruit teas, the biggest sugar-free coffee menu flavors anywhere. La Di Da Cafe and Lounge has a wide variety of sweets that change each day. All fresh made in the store. La Di Da Cafe and Lounge, 4833 Falston Road, Suite 4831 in Falston. Open Monday, 7 to 12 noon, Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 2 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 12 noon. Call 704-312-6064 and like them on Facebook, too. Check out the fall savings at Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. Keep warm this winter with the new American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning System. Right now, get 0 APR financing for 72 months and payments as low as $85 per month. And American Standard is rated #1 in reliability. And remember, they service all brands. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
We're back. Third down 12. Mooney's back. L.J. Allen's got it. 45-50. 45 falls forward to the 42-yard line, and that's a Falston Pharmacy first down. Big gainer.
Yeah,
all the way to the 42-yard line.
Big gain up the middle. Let's see if Burns, don't think we have any timeouts. Let's see if we clock it here.
So let's see. As Mooney quickly up, he's got the ball. He's back, and they're going to say we weren't set. They're going to say we weren't set. And I'm going to tell you what, if I haven't seen the other team not set 4 or 5 times, I could understand. That hasn't been called all night. And now they're having a discussion like they're at the VFW on Saturday afternoon. Come on now, guys. Too sure about that one. But, you know, they might not have been set. Let's see what we got. Now we got, what we got? Now we got nothing. No. And they're going to call procedure against the Bulldogs. Personal foul against Reedsville.
Okay, so that's to our benefit.
I'm not really sure how. I didn't see the personal foul.
Yeah, we'll take it, though. Big break there for Burns. Got 23 seconds left in his first half. Ball's on Reedsville's 32.
Triple wide receivers to the left, one to the right.
I think Burns out of timeouts.
So Mooney's in the gun, Norris beside him. And he's going to clap the hands, has the ball. He's going to dump it to Norris. It's knocked away by guess who? Harrison. Wow.
Yeah, got his hands up there. Pass intended for Jeremiah Norris. And I'm going to tell you, if Norris catches that ball, he's got a lot of room to run on that left side. So that'll bring up second down, 19 seconds left.
So it's 32-yard line. Second down and 10. If they can get about, they need about 10 or 12 more yards to have a realistic chance at a field goal. So 4 wide receivers in. Norris the single back set. L.J. Allen, that reception and that penalty was the first two first downs of the game. Mooney back. He's back. He's flushed. He's going to run. He's to the 30. He's to the 25. He's to the 20. He's to the 15. And that's a CSI Mechanical first down. Let's see where they spot it.
Big time run there. Ben Mooney not only gets first down, but he stops the clock.
Let's see where they spot
11 seconds left.
That's a 16-yard run and another first down. You can run one more play here as long as it's something that's not in the middle of the field. So I would say one crack at the end zone and then maybe give Camacho a shot at a 32-yard field goal. As Mooney's in the gun again, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. As Mooney, now he's set, claps the hands, play action. He's got a little time, fires, over the middle, into traffic, incomplete. Almost intercepted and almost caught.
Yeah, just off the fingertips of Surratt. We got 5 seconds left. We got one more crack at this.
They got to play the percentages. It looks like Coach Devine's going to leave the offense on the field. It would be a 32-yard field goal.
Yeah, it would be a long field goal, but I think he's got confidence in Ben Mooney in this offense. Big play here for Burns. Last play of the first half.
3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mooney's in the gun. Here we go, and it's going to be a timeout, so we'll take it with them.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable, quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
Dellinger's Jewel Shop in Kings Mountain is a 4th-generation, family-owned, 131-year-old business that has consistently supported the Kings Mountain community and high school sports. Dellinger's offers quality diamonds, gold and silver jewelry, custom jewelry, and jewelry repair, and great gift items and free gift wrapping. And they offer a sale price every day. So remember them for that special gift. Looking for that perfect engagement ring? They have a great selection of preset rings and loose diamonds. They're the place to go for better diamonds at a better price. Dellinger's Jewel Shop, 112 West Mountain Street, Kings Mountain. Call 704-739-8031.
All right, we're back. And what do we got? We got timeout.
Another timeout, Reedsville.
So we'll take another one with them.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center on the Fallston Road is not just a hardware store, but a real general store, carrying items like feed and seed, also hay, pine needles and straw, plus Nevo flashlights, Grove life belts, case knives, Ashe County cheese, Guernsey milk, Hunter's liver mush, and many unique items not found in your typical hardware store. They've got it all at Oliver's Hardware and Garden Center, 3712 Fallston Road, Highway 18 North between Shelby and Fallston. Online at olivershardwarenc.com.
All right, we're back. Last play of the second quarter. Mooney's in the gun. He's back. He's got time. He lets it go. Corner of the end zone. LJ Allen's there. Where's the flag? They're not going to get it. Looked like he got pushed. No call. And that'll end the first half. The Reidsville Rams did dominate. 17-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. We've got the Carter Chevrolet halftime show. Folks listening and watching at home and listening on the radio, there may be a momentary lapse in coverage as we're going to try another internet to maybe get you a little bit better video coverage. So don't panic if you see we lose connection for just a second. It will only be for a moment, so just hang out with us. We're going to try to do a little bit better job on the video. So we'll be
to the left and missed. They've had a couple.
Man, he is clear.
That one might have been good from 57.
He's putting it over. There's a long jump runway behind the end zone, and he's flying that.
Yeah, he's backing up 5 more yards.
Why has he not tried one all year? They've got him. Now, maybe they just didn't put in the – I'm going by max preps.
Right. Yeah,
but they have him as 0 for 0.
Yeah, the East Lincoln kicker just hit one from 47 on the other side. Obviously kicking off the tee here in between halves. But the Mustangs, aside from that first touchdown drive, they've been in the South Point territory a couple times. We just talked about the missed field goal. But also got down there inside the 20 again and had that turnover on downs. So been able to eat up some yardage. Just going to have to start finishing off these drives.
Well, that's it for the Stadium Halftime Show, brought to you by Unrivaled Metal Buildings of Lincolnton. We'll be back, and it'll be close to the second half kickoff after this 4-minute timeout. You're listening to the Lincoln County Playoff Game of the Week.
It's time to start planning for cold winter weather with one call to Rye Heating and Air in Lincoln. They are locally owned and operated with a team of friendly, skilled, and experienced professionals. Get a free estimate on replacement or new installation. Take up to $1,750 off select carrier equipment. And ask about their one-time heating maintenance special for just $75. Call 980-389-0008 for Rye Heating and Air. Online at ryeheatingandair.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Hey, I'm Joey Logano, and if you're looking for affordable quality equipment, James River delivers.
Whether you're mowing your lawn, hauling material, or baling hay, James River has the John Deere mowers, tractors, Gator utility vehicles, and implements you need to get it done fast. Plus, with low-rate financing and big cash rebates, James River makes owning a John Deere just as easy as it is to operate. Request a quote online at jamesriverequipment.com.
James River delivers affordable quality.
It's time to go to work at Triad Corrugated Metals in Lincoln. They're now hiring for manufacturing jobs, and they'll train. Just drop by their location at 108 Industrial Park in Lincoln. And with Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, you buy direct, thus saving you money. See one of the largest selections of colors in North Carolina. That's Triad Corrugated Metal Roofing, 108 Industrial Park in Lincoln. For more information, call 980-429-2278.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this area and beyond with quality fuels and outstanding service. In addition to fuel oil, they also carry all kinds of lubricants, from hydraulic fluid to automatic transmission fluid to farm lubricants, plus diesel fuel, home heating oil, and kerosene. That's Rhodes and Bill Oil Company, 1404 East Main Street in Lincoln. Call 704-735-2508 and online at nesbittoil.com. Since 1993, Jeff's Auto Sales has been serving this area with the finest in late model cars, trucks, SUVs, and more. Locally owned and operated too, with 2 locations to serve you. Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby, right below the Cleveland Mall, and on Highway 27 East in Lincoln. And financing is no problem. See how easy it is to get your next vehicle for as little as $500 down. You heard right, as little as $500 down. Jeff's Auto Sales. Check out their complete inventory at jeffsautosales.com. Start up the savings on your auto insurance with a stop at Turner Hauser Insurance Group in downtown Lincoln, your area insurance agency. Jamie Hauser invites you to stop in and find out how you can save money on all of your insurance needs, from home to auto to commercial to farm to life. Visit them at their office at 228 East Main Street, downtown Lincoln. Just look for the big blue awning. That's Turner Hauser Insurance Group, your area insurance agency. Call 704-732-9577 or visit the website at turnerhauserins.com. Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors, now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features four-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. You may wonder what makes us different here at First Federal Savings Bank. We have been intertwined with this community for over 80 years. Here at First Federal Savings Bank, we take pride in Lincoln County, and that's why you see us donating time and resources to local charities and the schools in our community. Being a hometown bank is more than just a saying for us. It's about action and impacting the community in such a way that present and future generations are proud to call Lincoln County home. Stop in and see us here at First Federal Savings Bank today. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
The two kickers, Burt Whistle and Milletta, for the respective teams, South Point and East Lincoln, were out here practicing kicks. And with a score only 7-0, tight ball game, this might be something to file away for future reference.
Yeah, they were both kicking some deep ones, obviously off the tee without a rush coming at him, but my letter for East Lincoln hit from about 47, 48, and then Burt Whistle over here for South Point is hitting from about 53. Tried to back up to about 57 and just kind of lost his accuracy on it. But
yeah, when he went back to 57, you could see him pressing, and he was trying to kick it too hard, and usually they'll hook it when that happens.
Definitely good legs on both of these kickers.
And on max preps, they've got him for 68 to 75 on PATs, but they got him for 0 for 0 on field goals. So,
I mean, you'd think if they were going to track his extra points, they'd track his field goals.
Yeah,
too,
so maybe they haven't tried, or they haven't needed to try a field goal all year. Maybe the situation wasn't right, but
post-ball game, like you said tonight, you never know.
It could come down to the kickers at the end, so watching them at halftime may be instructive to what we see later.
Yeah,
so both teams have gone through their warm-ups, heading back to their respective sidelines, and South Point will get the ball to start the half as they deferred at the beginning of the game. That deferment came back at them when East Lincoln took the first opening possession and went 85 yards in about 3.5 minutes for a touchdown. But since then, it's been pretty much between the 20s
Yeah, a lot of punts.
A lot of punts,
Mustangs
turnovers.
Mustangs had an opportunity to really put it on them early because, as you mentioned, they went down and scored on that opening drive, and then South Point fumbled on its first possession. Set East Lincoln up at the 35 of South Point for their second drive, and
they got all the way to the 7, too.
Yeah, went for it on 4th down, unable to convert.
Pass to Cutter was incomplete. Not sure if it had been enough for him to get in the end zone, but the size and speed of Cutter, he might have been able to break a tackle too. So
there, just carry him.
Carry him in, and it wouldn't surprise me. Just throw him over his shoulder and said, "Here, you're coming with me. I'll lead you to safety." So Maletta, who should be sufficiently warm at this point, will kick off for East Lincoln. Back to receive will be Will Ross deep, and then a couple players up close. Dawson Tobin's one. So there's Maletta's kick, and that's going to fly into the end zone. No surprise there.
Yeah, I believe his second touchback tonight. 2 kickoffs, 2 touchbacks for Maletta.
Maletta does the Usain Bolt arrow. Well, that was shot like an arrow. That went down there quite a ways.
Yeah,
so
he smoked that one.
So it'll be 1st and 10. South Point, first possession of the second half at their own 20-yard line, same as they've been doing all game.
Yep.
Their best field position so far. Handoff up the middle, Medlock, and he's met in the backfield and dropped this time. Marcel Johnson along with
number 7, Cam Medlock, is tackled in the backfield by number 88,
Diego Niera was the other player.
Niera, another guy who had a huge game last week, 3 sacks, just like Marcel Johnson in that one at Kings Mountain.
They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not so sure about that, but it is 2nd and 10. One thing we've noticed in the playoffs, there's been some interesting spots from officials.
Yeah. 4 receivers here for South Point.
Well, that's just to spread things out. Blee keeps it, fakes the handoff up the middle, but East slams through, and this one will be a tackle for loss.
Yep. Yeah, there's just been no room for Blee whenever he's tried to pull it out of Medlock's belly. He's just been hit in the backfield 2 or 3 times now.
Terry Bryant, the first one in there for the Mustangs. So to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 to be exact. Again, this is not what you want. If you're for South Point, you don't want to get into 3rd and behind the chains, let alone 3rd and long.
Nope. Red Raiders still haven't attempted a pass. Here's one.
Oh, here we go. Blee rolls out, throws. He's got a receiver, but he's short of the first down. Tackles made. Looked to be by Hampton Good, possibly. Or was it Walker?
I think it was Walker out there on the edge.
They went at Walker, so to be 4th down and 3 after the play. First pass of the ball game for South Point.
Yeah, it was complete, just not enough to get the first down. Needed 12, got about 9. Walker there allowed the catch to happen, but stopped the receiver from getting anything after it.
Ramirez on to punt again. Kick, low driving kick, fielded by Clark, fumbles it, picks it up, fumbles it again. Who's got the ball?
There's no signal yet from the officials. It looked like Clark was able to fall back.
I think Clark fell back on it again, so it'll be 1st down.
A little scary there.
For the Mustangs. They may want to get the Stickum out. Like Bolitnikoff and all those guys back in the day. Yes, I am showing my age. I'm getting a nod back here from Coach Degree. He's like, yep, I know those guys. I think he had a yellow uniform by the end of the game. So 1st and 10 at the 41. Mizell in the shotgun throws. He's got Beam out in the flat. He gets to the 45-yard line, gain of 9 on the play. Again, Jackson Beam catches the out pattern in the flat.
Yeah, they hit that one in the first half for the exact same gain, 9 yards.
So 2nd and 1. And that's one thing we talked about off air, was surprising they don't look for Beam a little more often because you've got such speed there. He's going to find an opening.
There's so much talent on this offense. It's almost hard to get everybody involved.
Daly with a carry, goes through the left side. He'll have enough for the first down, but just barely. He gets to the 47-yard line. It'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down.
15th of the night for the Mustangs. Really haven't seen a whole lot of Daly after he stole the show last week. That was just his 7th carry of the ball game.
I think everybody on South Point probably has the number 8 tattooed on their arm so they don't forget, watch for Chris Daly.
Yeah, we've seen Mizell pull it a few times.
So again, East Lincoln does not huddle. They just go up to the line, look over the sideline. Snap to Mizell, hand off to Daly around the right side, cuts it up, but only gets about a yard. Nice tackle out there, trying to get a number. And it looks to be Jaquez Rumpf with a tackle, followed Daly out there and made a good open field tackle. Maybe a yard.
Done a good job bottling Daly up for the most part so far. 1 20-yard run. Everything else, single digits.
3 wide receivers, Cutter and Daly in the backfield. Mizell keeps it after faking to Cutter. He gets across the 50-yard line to the 49. Gain of about 5 on the play. And I think a player for South Point's been watching a little too much of the World Cup. I didn't see anybody around him. All of a sudden, he's laying down on his back.
Tripping.
I was like, we've seen too much of that over in Cutter at the World Cup where people fall down and look like they've been shot and they've been barely touched. So 3rd and 6, they'll call it. Mizell back to pass, looks, throws out in the flat. He's got Beam again. He'll get it at about the 44-yard line. But like that will be just short of the first down. They gave him forward progress.
It's close, but about a yard short, maybe half a yard.
It's not going to be much.
I'd go for it if I was the Mustangs.
So they bring Cutter into the ball game along with Daly. They've got the big boy package, they call it, in there.
Yeah, time to get physical.
Shropshire comes out, Cutter comes in. Play clock is down to 10 already.
Yeah, still looking to the sideline. We're going to have to burn a timeout.
And that's what they're going to do. Play clock goes down to 2. They call a timeout. So with 6:41 to go in the 3rd quarter, we'll take a quick timeout here, 60 seconds. We'll be back on the Lincoln County Playoff Game of the Week.
Looking for your dream home? Look to Gates Realty and Auction in Lincoln. Robert Gates can help make your dreams come true. Robert has over 30 years combined real estate and auction experience and is licensed in North Carolina. Visit their website at gatesauction.com and check out the latest listings available. We're sure there's one for you and your family. Gates Realty and Auction. Call 866-735-1977 and let Robert Gates help make your dreams come true.
Sold America.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
Wow.
And the fake, we were talking while we were off the air, why do you take a timeout and then go ahead for a punt? But then everybody was thinking there may be a fake, and there was. Cutter kept the ball, went over the right side, and maybe a really favorable spot.
Yeah, he looked like he was tackled a few
I
yards
thought he was
short
tackled
from
about
what I
the
could tell.
43.
Yeah, now the offense has come back off, so it looks like it will be South Point with
But that
football.
would have been about enough for the first down, wouldn't it? Where the ball is?
Pretty close. I thought he was a couple yards behind the line of game.
Now they're walking off a penalty against South Point.
Probably after the play. Maybe.
Is it? That's what we're going to have to. Yeah, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against South Point. So they will still have their best field position, but minus 15 yards from what it would have been.
Yeah, they would have had it just shy of midfield.
They would have been at the 45. Now they're back just past the 30-yard line. Again, their best field position of the night. But it could have been so much better. 6:33 to go. South Point now with the ball. After the fake punt failed for East Lincoln. Blee throws. He's got a receiver, and he drops it. Oh, my goodness. He had Aaron Cheney wide open in the middle of the field, and he drops the ball on the Mustang logo.
Wow. That's exactly what they try to get when they dial up the pass play. They had it perfect.
And they had it. He hit the receiver in stride, and he just flat dropped the ball.
That very well might have tied this ball game.
It might have. So to be 2nd and 10 from the 31. Pitch. It's out to Tenlock, and he gets a couple of yards. Actually, more than that, he got a little further. He did get to the outside, push the defense back a bit to the 36-yard line. Cam Medlock, gain of about 4 on the play. Out to the 36. Actually, that'll be 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Yeah, that pass was wide open. He'd still be running. They would need the Forrest Gump crowd going stop, because he could have just kept going as long as he wanted.
Straight down to the baseball field down there.
Exactly. 3rd and 5, one wide receiver and a tight end. Handoff. That's going nowhere. Yeah. They hand it off this time again to Medlock. He tries over the left side, nothing doing.
I think that was Bradford again in there on the stop, tackle for loss.
Looked like Josh Gilbert in there along with Bradford as well. Josh Gilbert, not a small character. 6'2", 320. Not a small man. So it'll be 4th down and a loss on that play of 1. So Ramirez again on the punt. This is about his what, 4th? 5th? 5th punt of the game.
This will be his 5th consecutive drive that's ended in a punt for South Point.
Yeah, and they're going to have to kick from 5 yards further back. Illegal procedure. Movement in the line for South Point. So they'll do it again from 5 yards back.
Yeah, it's 5 penalties for 50 yards now on the Red Raiders in this one.
They went for a long time without any. Now they're racking up a few.
Yeah, Mustangs have been flagged 4 times for 25 yards.
So Ramirez will kick. Walker is the up back. Clark is the deep back. Good kick over the head of both of them. They're just going to let this one bounce, and it keeps going. Takes a South Point bounce. Gets down to the 15-yard line, and it's finally touched there. So good punt. Punt of 55 yards. Yeah, 35 and 20.
I thought it was a little strange. They had both return guys up so close, just shy of midfield, and he bombed it right over both their heads.
He got a hold of that one better than he did a couple of the other ones, but those were also where he was trying to angle them out of bounds. Mm-hmm. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 15-yard line. 5:17 to go, 3rd quarter. 7-0 lead on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. 2 in the backfield. Mazzell hands off to Daly. Daly works his way around the right side. Ball came out.
I think a flag.
I thought a flag came in there as well. Yeah, we'll have to see what comes of this.
Flag came in right where the ball carrier was brought down.
And then the ball came out about 4 yards after that.
It looked like South Point came up with the ball.
They're not celebrating,
no,
so.
They're not.
Well, there is one person signaling that it is against East Lincoln. So here's the call. Personal foul, face mask against South Point. That may be why the football came out.
Yeah. It looked like he got dragged down pretty awkwardly out there on the outside. And it will be is it a 15-yarder or is it 5 yards?
Now, I don't think there is a 5-yard in the high school level.
I've seen it called this season.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that could be a.
Now, this is the full 15.
That's 15.
This one is getting the full treatment here.
Take it out across the 30.
And they take it to the 31-yard line, so that'll be an automatic first down for the Mustangs. Turner Hauser Insurance first down of Lincolnton.
That's 2 15-yard penalties on South Point here in this third quarter.
Mazzell in the shotgun. Cutter and Daly both in the backfield. Quick throw. He's got Walker. This time he catches it, and he's shoved out of bounds. Should be enough for the first down or close to it.
That's how you finish a run right there. Walker put his shoulder down, made sure he got that first down instead of just stepping out of bounds.
Might be a little first half anger there.
Actually, it looks like he stepped out of bounds even before he did that because they're going to mark him a yard short.
So he gets to the 40. It's a gain of 9. They've had several first down passes for 9 yards now. They are hitting the short ones. Just can't quite hit the long ones like they have.
Yeah, haven't been able to open them up yet. Just the 142-yarder to Cutter.
Another quick out. It was for Clark. It was low. Clark is going to have trouble getting back to that and may have even had trouble getting the first down with that.
Yeah, Mazzell a little frustrated with himself after he let that one go. He knew.
Yeah, he's out there tapping his chest like, yeah, that's on me. And Mazzell just announced that he's going to be a preferred walk-on at Wake Forest next year.
Impressive. Congratulations to him.
So you got Cutter at West Virginia, Mazzell at Wake Forest, and Walker at Virginia. So there's some serious talent here for East Lincoln. Third down, handoff to Daly up the middle, and depends on the spot. He's close.
Yeah, it looks like he got just enough.
And they are signaling a first down. So another Turner and Hauser Insurance first down for the Mustangs. They're got to be creeping up on 20.
Yeah, they're at 17 right
17,
there.
Okay.
South Point's done a pretty good job bottling up the run game. Aside from Mazzell early on got going with the quarterback run, but otherwise not a lot for East Lincoln on the ground so far.
And what's interesting is I think time of possession might be fairly even or actually in East Lincoln's favor.
Yeah, it might be.
Not what you expected with a red bone in these two teams. Hand off to Daly, works his way around the left side. He's got an opening. He's out across the 40, across midfield, breaks a tackle, and he's finally shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Good run by Daly.
Yeah, just as I said that they were really shutting down the run game, there goes Daly off the left tackle. A lot of running room there, picked up 18 yards in the first down.
Mustangs may make a statement here if they can get down the field and punch this one in.
Daly now the leading rusher at 63 yards on 10 carries.
For a second, I thought there was a flag on the field. Something fluttered down on the field down past the 30-yard line. But it's not a flag. It's, I don't know, somebody throw a paper airplane? What? So Mazzell back to pass, throws. Oh, he had Jackson Beam wide open down the sideline on a go route.
He was by himself.
He had plenty of time. If he had put some air under that, that's a score. Just
exactly
let Beam run under it. Because the only person close in coverage was number 21, Micah Stowe, and he was a good 7-8 yards away from Beam.
Yeah, Mazzell tried to fire a bullet in there on the sideline. Like you said, if he puts a little touch on it, leads him some, that's probably a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 at the South Point 40.
Still in good shape, 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Mazzell, quick pass over the middle. He's got Shropshire. He makes a man miss. He's going all the way to the far sideline, gets around the corner, and he's tackled inside the 20-yard line. About a 6-yard pass turned into about
it looked like about 22
21,
yards.
22-yard pass play. Nice pitch and catch and run there.
Yeah, first catch of the night for Shropshire. Makes it count.
A lot of yak there, yards after catch.
Mustangs back in the red zone here. They're 1 for 2 tonight in the red zone.
First down, just inside the 20, marked at the 19. Mazzell keeps it, goes over the left side, and he gets to the 15, slides down. So a gain of 4. think there was a little miscommunication there. I thought he was trying to hand off to Daly going to the right, and he couldn't reach him.
Yeah, he made a little something out of nothing then, got 4 yards out of it.
That's probably why he slid down. He wasn't expecting to run. He was like, okay, we'll just get some yards and that'll be good.
Yeah, didn't take the hit on that one.
He did take some hits in the first half.
Yeah,
that may have been part of it too.
He put his shoulder down a couple times early on.
2nd and 6 from the 15. Zell hands off to Daly up the middle. He's got an opening, stumbles a bit, but he almost gets into the end zone.
Got down to the goal line, goes, I think that was Cutter actually who got the handoff that time.
Oh, was it?
Picked up 14 yards, now 1st and goal at the 1.
Mustangs going quick. Zell hands off, touchdown Mustangs.
And a late hit. Cutter
and
was
it's
in the end
swung
zone.
to the ground in the end zone.
Yeah, long after he crossed the goal line. No flag came in, but Cutter not happy about that.
No, he turned around to see who it was. I think if he finds him on offense, he might pay him back.
Yeah, that's not the guy I'd want to hit late because he's going to be patrolling the field on defense here in just a moment.
He's out there taking notes. That's not a good thing. So 1:43 to go. It's a Gates auction touchdown for the Mustangs, and they're now up 13-0. 1:43 to go. Maletta on for the What's Up Shopper extra point. High snap. Mazzell gets it down, kick is up, and it's good. So on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Mustangs 14, Red Raiders 0. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
What's the best way to explain?
Touchdown from 8 yards out.
Yeah, Jeremiah Norris took the inside handoff right up the middle. Nice play, and Burns is back in business here in the third quarter.
So pending the Nealon Cole extra point, it's 17-6. And I tell you what, you got it from both sides of the ball. You got a 3 and out, and then you got a wonderful drive of 70 yards that took 9 plays.
They credit the offensive line, too, for paving the way for Norris to get all those big yards.
4 minutes and 6 seconds on the drive. Just beautiful execution. And Burns an extra point away from making it a 2-score game. As snap back, hold good, kick up. Kick no good. 17-6. We'll be right back.
It's time to order your
At Kit Union, we know that we are not like the others. When you make a deposit, you're getting an excellent rate and helping a neighbor refinance for a reliable vehicle, buy a home, or start a family. It has been our community that has helped us thrive for over 50 years.
Line. Seems to be a little rise in the intensity level after that touchdown, and then on that kickoff, there seems to be more yapping than we would normally see.
It's time for this South Point offense to get something done here. Still scoreless here in the third quarter. They're running out of time, especially the way they like to play. Down 2 touchdowns now.
1st and 10 at the 25. Lee back to pass, throws, and it's intercepted. Keandre Walker was sitting on that route. He's got the ball. We're going to have a penalty flag behind the play. And he's still on his feet. He gets to the middle of the field, works his way back, and he does return it for a touchdown.
Oh, no. He's
But
hurt.
there's a flag back at the 25-yard line that we saw early in the return. That's probably going to be a block in the back, but it's still going to be a turnover.
Walker was down in the end zone there, too, at the end of that. He's being helped off the field.
Walker got hit from behind even after he was in the end zone. Somebody hit him from behind it in the lower leg.
Yeah, he got rolled up. He's being helped off the field, not putting any pressure really on that leg.
And again, that's one, I think there should be a flag on that one.
Yeah, he was across the goal line.
I'm not being a homer, I'm being a broadcaster. I'm just calling the game. You don't hit a guy when he's standing in the end zone.
No, that's twice. Cutter got hit after he scored that last touchdown, and right there, the flag was on the Mustangs during the return, so the touchdown wiped out. But East Lincoln will have the ball in South Point territory.
So to get the ball at the 38-yard line, Walker was just sitting there going, throw the ball, I got this. You could see him just waiting, baiting him into throwing the ball out there, and he was ready for it. So Walker's on the
leading receiver coming in tonight, caught a touchdown pass last week as well.
That's tough. But just a great throw there by Lee. Can't take that away from him. 6 minutes and counting, and boy, that one hurt. Burns going to have to make a stand now. Inside the red zone are the Rams. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right, 1 to the left. Single back set, and Cobb's going to get it. Cobb's cut down. And knocking him down is guess who? Kahari Haynes.
Yeah, Kahari Haynes got a good jump on that ball. Came around the right side for the loss on the play. Or it looks like they may be calling it no gain right on the 20-yard line.
They're going to call that a 2-yard loss.
I'll check that.
And 2nd down and 12. Bunch formation again to the right. 1 wide receiver to the left. Lee has got the snap. Play action. Tries to run a bubble screen. It works. Flippin's in the open, but nice tackle there by Lamont Wilson to wrestle him down at about the 13-yard line. Gain of 6. Big 3rd down here.
I think that's Jeremiah Red on the reception there for Reidsville.
So that was Red, not Flippin. Check that. He started doing a little Deion Sanders high step in there.
Yeah, good job, Wilson, there for the open field tackle.
Little 90s pop culture on that one.
17-6 on the scoreboard, 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Big 3rd down here. Big 3rd down. Lee's in the gun. Double wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Lee's got it. He's going to roll to his left, lets it go. Man is out there in the flat, a little bit low, but he caught it. Knocked out of bounds, but he'll have a Falston Pharmacy 1st down inside the 10.
Little out route there. I think that was 15. I think, yes, Neal on the catch. Pushed out of bounds by Thompson.
Give him 9 yards. And as I said, another Falston Pharmacy 1st down. Burns needs a stand here.
Yeah, if we can limit them to a field goal here, that would be nice.
Still a 2-score game if they do. So in the gun again is Lee. And it falls on the ground. Who's got it? Does Burns have it? Does Burns have it? Let's see. I don't see a signal. They're stopping the clock. Burns has it. Burns fumble recovery, and they'll take it on the 7-yard line.
We do got a flag on the field.
Flag?
So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm not going to speculate what's going on.
Here we go. We've got illegal formation against the Rams, declined, and that is a huge turnover.
Big break there, but it's Bulldog defense. Good job. Looks like it was a little handoff to the running back. I think it was to 44.
So after Reidsville gets 2 interceptions in the first half, Burns gets their 2nd turnover. They had an interception as well. So the turnovers are tied at 2. Big opportunity for Burns. They are backed up inside their own 10. They're calling it on the 6-yard line. 4 wide receivers in for Burns. Mooney's in the gun, claps the hands, he gives it. I think that's Norris, falls forward. Not much. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, a little inside handoff there to Norris. No gain, maybe 1 on the play.
Let's see where they move the down marker, and
it's like no gain on the play there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they gave him anything. So the Reidsville defense trying to make a stand on this sudden change.
Burns needs to capitalize on this Reidsville fumble.
Clock winding down on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Norris a single back set. Mooney hands it to him. Through a little crease, puts the head down. Maybe a couple. 3rd down and long.
Yeah, big time 3rd down play here for Burns. Would be nice to get a 1st down here and move the chains a little bit more deep in their own territory.
So they got 3. 3rd down and 7.
See if we see it. Thompson get a little inside slant as we saw on that last drive. We'll see what happens here. Big play here.
So 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Reidsville playing aggressive here. A lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. Mooney's got it. He's got time. He lets it go. A little bit behind L.J. Allen and incomplete.
Yeah, you had L.J. probably would have been a 1st down. His drop looks like Johnny Johnson will come out to punt for Burns.
So give the Reidsville defense a little credit after that sudden change on the fumble. They force a 3-and-out and will have favorable field position after this Johnny Johnson punt.
Well, like I say, Johnny Johnson's got a good leg. He's kicked a 50-plus yarder this year, I think, in the playoffs.
So 17-6, the score remains. As Burns' punt team getting lined up for this punt. And foot meets ball, and it's not real long. High, bounces, and I think it hit.
I think it hit back of Caleb Bird.
Yeah, it hit Caleb Bird in the back, and it'll be marked at the 38-yard line. So very good field position for Reidsville. So at the 38-yard line, they avoided the score, and they're going to mark it down there. They have right there where it hit 54, and that was Caleb Bird.
Burns needs another good defensive stand if he wants to stay in this ball game. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left. Main Street Hardware in his third quarter.
So ball is placed at the 37-yard line. And in the gun is Lee, and he's got that bunch formation again to the right. One wide receiver to the left. He'll move Red to his left, and Red will get the handoff, but he's quickly tackled by Vinson. Give me yards, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Vinson had the initial pressure. Maybe 2 on the play for Reidsville.
Yeah, they're going to give him 1. Okay, so thank you, Danny, for telling me the feed is much better. We appreciate it. The internet gods have smiled upon us, and hopefully they'll keep smiling on us for the next couple of quarters. 4 wide receivers in for Reidsville. Lee's got the shotgun snap, got time, lets it go. It's bobbled but caught, and then pulled by his shirt tail and tackled, and it's going to be a penalty against Burns. I think they're going to get the face mask. It's going to be a face mask or a horse collar tackle, and that's a shame. They had him for a minimal game. It was going to set up 3rd down and 7, and instead it's going to be a 1st down inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough there for Burns. Good catch there by Red, but like I say, he did go backwards a few yards. Probably would have been only a 3-yard gain.
So on the penalty, it nets them a Falston Pharmacy 1st down. So inside the 20 to the 18. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go. Thank you for listening. The video broadcast this week was brought to you by the Stamey Funeral Home and Bots Grading. Thank you to our video sponsors. And as always, Burns Football is brought to you by West End Sales. Split backs, double wide receivers, running play, little stretch play to the right, and it works. And maybe 7 or 8 yards. Big gainer on 1st down.
Yeah, Red to the right side, a little sweep play. Positive yards. Is he going to get a 1st down? I think he's a few yards shy.
Give them 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 2, and Reidsville's got it right where they were. So they're about to negate the negative of the fumble because they were able to keep the positive field position by forcing Burns to go 3 and out. So now Lee's in the gun again. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. He's in the gun. He's got it. Handoff, straight ahead. Still fighting for yards. Red's in for the touchdown, the numbers bookkeeping touchdown, and that makes it 23-6. So just a good power run by Red to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, took it right up the middle. Good job there getting it across the end zone for Reidsville.
Nealon Cole extra point coming up. Well, that's going to make it tough as this Reidsville defense has been tough all night. Now it's a 3-score game as it's a 17-point advantage. And now they're going to try to make it an 18-point advantage. So DeJong in for the extra point. Once again, brought to you by Nealon Cole. Kick up. Kick good. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Congratulations to Sherry Horn.
Medlock gets out across the 35-yard line, gain of 16 on the play. Nate Stevens finally brings him down.
That's the best play South Point's had in this second half so far.
They're going to need more like that if they're going to crawl back into this ball game.
Yeah, and quickly.
Now 2 wide receivers. Blee keeps it.
And he gets bottled up in the backfield. First one in there. Who else? Ben Cutter. Cutter shoots in there.
Yeah, Blee just hasn't had the speed to get that outside on this East Lincoln defense. They've been able to chase him down before he can turn it up.
Cutter came flying in there, slowed him down, and that allowed Johnson and others to come up and finish off the tackle. We've got a player down for East Lincoln at the 26-yard line, one of their defenders. We cannot see who it is.
Yeah, talking about Blee, the quarterback, that's now 7 carries for just 1 yard.
Yeah, he has not done much all night.
He came into this game averaging about 8 yards a carry on the season.
It was 55. That should be Aiden Terrell. He seems to be okay now. I think he just got whipped around and maybe his leg collided with somebody else.
And Terrell had a big interception early in that ball game last week.
They're pushing the toe down. It's just a cramp of the calf on his left leg.
Yeah.
So he'll be out for a play or two. Get him. Yeah, he's got the Gatorade bottle in his hand.
Just a matter of note, Walker is back in there for the Mustangs on defense. Keandre Walker back at his cornerback position.
So Blee lost 1 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 11. 10 minutes to go in the game. Handoff to Medlock. He gets a few yards, maybe to the 40, maybe to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 now tonight. He's at 93 on 14 carries. A little slow to get up after that one.
He's been knocked around pretty good on those inside carries.
Yeah, he's trying to shake it off, shake the cobwebs loose out there. He is going to stay in.
So gain of 5 on the play. 3rd and 6 from the 40-yard line.
It's got to be 4-down territory for South Point at this point, you would think.
Lee back to pass, looks downfield, throws. He's got a receiver out there. It's caught. Pass is pulled in by Aaron Cheney.
At 30 yards.
Just. That was right out on the end of his hands. Nice catch by Cheney. He's finally knocked out of bounds. Jalen Shropshire, or Jalen Roseboro rather. I'm getting my players mixed up. First name of one, last name of the other. So that gets them down to the 33-yard line. It'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down, and that's not many for them, is it?
No, that's number 7 so far tonight.
And East Lincoln's up over 20.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they've had receivers running open, though, when the few times they've decided to pass, they've had guys open in the secondary.
Blee keeps it.
Easily
goes around the right side. He gets out over the 20-yard line, and for the first time tonight, South Point is going to be in the red zone.
Yeah, there's 15 yards on that one for Blee.
So 2 big plays in a row for South Point. They're in business. 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock running, 8:30 to go in the ball game. But they need a score on this possession, down 2 full scores. Field goals will not do them any good at this point.
No.
Blee looks, throws. It's got a man out in the flat. It's caught. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. He gets close to the end zone. He's going to be just short. So South Point with 1st and goal now. This is by far their best drive of the night.
Yeah, moving the ball through the air a little bit here.
Jackson Blee, the brother of the quarterback, and he's a big target. When I was down on the field before the game, he was about 6'5" or so. Probably plays basketball as well, it wouldn't surprise me. So 1st and goal at the 2. Handoff up the middle. And a touchdown, South Point. So a Gates auction touchdown for the Red Raiders, and that makes it 14-6 with the What's Up Shopper extra point to come.
Big turn of events here in the last few minutes. East Lincoln got that interception, set them up in South Point territory. The chance to score, make it a 3-score lead. They opted for the field goal that missed, and then South Point takes it right back down the field and only took them about 3 minutes to go 80 yards.
Charles Burt whistle comes on for the extra point. It's good. So on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard, Mustangs 14, Red Raiders 7. We'll be back with the rest of the game after this 60-second timeout.
getting interesting.
Yeah. Well, this is what I come for. I want close. I haven't had close the whole month of November and most of October. The last close game I had was Lincolnton and Bandy's way back in early October. And that was crazy. That game was nuts.
Lincolnton played a few crazy ones.
Well, there was a trick play by Bandy's right before the half, and oh my God, then there was a fight.
Yeah, and their coach like tore his knee all up out there trying to stop it.
Yep. He said, "Sniper got me," after the game. Back here at East Lincoln, Burt Whistle kicks off for South Point. Ball is fielded by Keandre Walker. He brings it back up the field. Brought down at the 16-yard line. The ball came loose after he was on the ground. It was immediately signaled by the referee behind the play.
Walker's not moving very well right now. His gait didn't look too good on that return. He's jogging off to the sideline as we speak.
He's already had hamstring issues with one leg. We've seen that throughout the postseason. Now he's coming off again. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 16-yard line, but now things have gotten a little more interesting. Only up 1 touchdown. They could really stand to get a drive and some points on this one to put this game away. Mazzell looks, passes low to Markel Clark, incomplete.
Yeah, down around the knees there. He got his hands down to it, unable to come up with it.
Kind of a tough catch. You're going backwards, and then you have to reach behind you and low to pull it in as you're still going backwards.
Definitely didn't put it on the money.
They've been running the ball a little bit better this half and throwing it too, but they just can't seem to put everything together. Maybe they can put one together here and finally put this game away and get to the state title game next week. Hand off to Daly up the middle. He's got an opening. He gets close to a 1st down.
Very close.
Another good run by Chris Daly. And they're signaling move the chains. It's a Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down for the Mustangs. And this is what they need. Move the chains like they have all game.
Yeah.
There really hasn't been an explosive play other than the trick play. They just keep moving the chains all game.
Run that clock down and finish this drive with some points. You'll be in good shape. Daly now closing in on 100 yards. He's at 96 on 13 carries.
Hand off again to Daly up the middle. Pile moves forward to about the 30-yard line. That should be a gain of about 3 on the play.
Now unofficially just a yard shy of 100.
Pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs.
So again, East Lincoln milking the clock here, taking their time. They like to stand at the line of scrimmage and look over to Coach Matt Beam, the offensive coordinator, see what the call will be. Usual formation, 2 wide receivers each side, Daly in the backfield. Hand off to Daly again, not much there. He does manage to fall forward a bit, out to about the 33-yard line, so there's more there than it looked. Gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 4.
Huge play in this ball game right here.
Definitely.
Mustangs, if they can convert, maybe eat up a couple more minutes at the very least. South Point obviously needs the ball back.
And they are selling out at the moment. They have 10 players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, 1 safety back. That's Will Ross. He's the only one back deep. Now a couple back off, the receivers. Daly again up the middle, stumbles forward, but it should be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, I think he stumbled just far enough and got a yard more than he needed.
As Chris Berman would say, bumbling, stumbling, rumbling. A bit of a Keith Jackson there too. He stumbles forward for the 1st down.
22 first downs tonight for East Lincoln by my count.
22?
Yep.
Wow, that's a huge number. And they are going to run the clock here.
Yeah, it'll be down almost 5 minutes when this snap is
Play clock at 5. Handoff on the sweep. It's Clark. He gets to the corner. Just misses getting drilled by Will Ross coming out of bounds. A good play there. Problem there is it stops the clock running out of bounds.
I think that's the first time they've gotten the ball into Clark's hands in this second half so far.
So they get it to the 36. That'll be a gain of about 3 again. You know, keep putting those 3-4 yard runs together. It's enough to keep the chains moving.
Clock stopped at 5:05 after Clark ran out of bounds there.
Play clock's down to 6, although it doesn't really matter. You're not running game clock at this point. Daly up the middle. He's got an opening.
Fumbled.
I
think South Point might be on top of it.
And the signal is South Point does have it.
Wow.
Daly had the ball, had a gain of about 3 or 4 yards, but then it coughed it up.
New life for the Red Raiders here. Gotta have the ball in East Lincoln territory.
And the recovery's made by Josh Crowder, number 45 for South Point. The South Point sideline went nuts, fans and everything on that recovery. And now the East Lincoln crowd is coming up to cheer on their defense.
Yeah, this defense has gotten the job done all season long, so it's exactly which unit you want on the field with the game on the line.
Hand off to Medlock. He's met at the line of scrimmage, falls forward inside the 40.
Yeah,
so the first down play, it looked like he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he did manage to gain 3 yards on the play.
That was Aiden Terrell on the stop there.
Both sides of the field, fans are lit up, cheering their teams on. 4:27 to go. Blee keeps it, pitches. You got it. 35 with a carry, Jackson Blee. There's a blatant hold out at the corner here.
No flag on it.
He had a guy wrapped around. Wait a minute.
Oh, maybe there was a flag.
They did get the hold.
There you go.
They did. There was a blatant hold that allowed Blee to get around the corner and gain some yardage. I didn't see a flag right away. It's because it's right here on the sideline. It was being blocked by the East Lincoln players on the sideline.
Huge call. That was going to be a first down around the East Lincoln 30. Now instead it'll be second and quite a ways to go.
Now they're pushed back to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be second and about
16, 17 yards. One wide receiver. Pitch is back to number 12. He throws. He's got a pass downfield. Coverage is there.
Yeah, Keandre Walker just had him blanketed down that far sideline.
Elijah Pfeiffer took the pitch, threw down the field. But Keandre Walker, even slightly unhealthy, is not someone you want to throw at often. He has shut down receivers all season.
Yeah, you're not going to beat him deep too many times. Not going to make a living picking on him on the outside.
So that makes it 3rd and 16, 4:12 to go. Ball at the Mustang 49-yard line. They need to get to the 33 for a first down. Pitch out. It's Ross again.
They got a huge chunk of it.
They got a good amount of it.
Yeah, he might have
but he went out
earlier.
He went out of bounds at the 40, so it's going to be about 8 yards short at this point. And it'll be 4th down. And this is going to be a big play. 4:04 remaining.
About 4th and 8.
4th and 8 from the 40. They've got to get to the 32 for a first down. Easily the most important play of the ball game right here.
See if this Mustangs defense can stand up, force a turnover on downs after the fumble.
Well, if there are people sitting here at the game, I don't see them. Both sides standing, sidelines up and interested.
South Point
going to let the clock run. They're going to call a timeout here. This is a good time to take one because it's 4th down. Your season's on the line.
Yeah, you better pick a play you like. Whatever your best play is, you run it right here. I think we just heard final score, Northern Nash 23, 71st 22.
Wow, what a ball game that is. So Northern Nash will be the opponent for the winner of this game next Saturday night at NC State, 7 o'clock.
I believe Northern Nash is the #1 seed out of the East on that side of the bracket. Yeah, got some confirmation up here in the press box.
Yes, they are. 71st was the 3rd seed, so they had 2 of the top seeds going there.
Sounded like a heck of a ball game down
The
there.
only reason South Point isn't a high seed is because they lost 1 game to Kings Mountain, just the way they seed things.
Yep.
But this is a quality team in South Point, facing a big play here on 4th down.
I think it's been Kings Mountain, East Lincoln, and South Point in the top 3 of the Max Preps rankings all year long. So you're right about this South Point team.
Lee back to pass, looks. He about falls down in the backfield, gets hit, and he is sacked in the backfield. He had all day, and look who, Marcel Johnson sacks back at the 44-yard line of South Point. Big loss on the play. Blee had a lot of time, scrambled for a long time. Great coverage downfield. No one was open.
Yeah, they only sent 2, maybe 3 receivers out into the route back there, and East Lincoln just dropped back in that zone and covered it all up, and they finally brought Blee down after he shook a few would-be tacklers.
7 defenders against 3 wide receivers, and that's usually going to win.
Yeah.
And then just give Marcel Johnson enough time. He's going to get in there.
Yeah, Johnson got him down. Nero was back there as well, as was Bradford. Team effort to get him down for the sack.
So 3:52 to go. East Lincoln takes over at the 44 of South Point. Trying to run the clock out. Daly again hangs on to it this time. Gets a yard, maybe 2 on 1st down. And South Point, no, East Lincoln is going to take, South Point's going to take a timeout. Referee spun around. It wasn't me, it was the referee. I usually have my own issues, but he added to it.
That was Daly on that 1st down carry?
Yes, it was. 31 to go. Let's reset here. It's 14-7 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. Mustangs lead. The winner of this game will play Northern Nash next Saturday night at NC State. Carter Finley Stadium. And, of course, near my favorite place, PNC Arena.
There you go.
Hockey fan that I am.
Hurricanes playing next weekend at home?
No.
Oh,
no,
man.
they're on a 6-game road trip, and they're only 2 games in. They're in Los Angeles tomorrow night, and then Anaheim Tuesday night. And
They're a long ways away.
then the Islanders in Detroit. So they're gone. Everything's cleared out so they can have the state playoffs and not have a hockey game at the same time.
I was going to say you might be able to catch the Canes and then hit the football game. Second and 8.
So 2 timeouts left for the Mustangs, just 1 now for South Point after that. 3:41, 2nd and 8 at the 42 of the Red Raiders. Almost offside, but not quite. He moved.
He loads up down the middle into traffic and intercepted. It's intercepted.
That's flipping.
It's flipping. And he's all the way to the 50. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. He's going to take it in. Here comes the flag. Touchdown. It might have been an illegal block. But that's close to doing it right there. As Flippin does a flip, but I think they're going to bring it back as the crowd launches the confetti.
The interception probably will stand.
Yeah, the interception's going to stand, but I think the touchdown's going to be wiped out. And just into triple coverage. I know he's trying to make.
He's across the 35 down to the 31. 1st down. Another Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down. I should get that right after 24 of these tonight. The 24th? See the 24th 1st down?
Yes, I did mark that one.
The 24th 1st down for East Lincoln this evening. That is ball control. And we would have figured that one out of South Point, but not East Lincoln like this. Cutter backs up. Mazzell
Hands off to Daly this time. They're keying on Daly. Big hit, but Daly ducked under it, and the defender took the worst of it. William Kincaid is nailed by friendly fire.
Looks like South Point's going to take its last time out.
2:19 to go. Big loss on the play there, so a good time to take that timeout.
They do have East Lincoln behind the yard markers here. That was a loss of 4 there on first down.
The thing is, if they run a couple more plays, they could run most of this clock out.
Yeah, they can take it down to at least about a minute left.
Yeah, about a minute. And if they get a first down, then that's it.
Yeah, that's the ball
If
game.
they can get the first down, that will be the ball game. No more timeouts.
Even if they don't, they're going to have South Point in a tough spot where they're going to have to rely on passing the ball to take it a long way, a long field they'll have to drive, even if they do get it back without allowing a score.
So we thank you for listening to us tonight. If you want to see some of the highlights, every TV station in Charlotte is here because there is no other game in the area. This is the game. All the Charlotte teams have been eliminated other than Weddington, and they're way up in Greensboro.
Yep.
Burns is up in Reedsville. Drawn's up in Mount Airy. So this is the only game anywhere near Charlotte. And there are only 8 games being played statewide right now.
It's been a good one to this point.
Yes, it has. East Lincoln's been in control for most of it. Hand off to Daly up the middle. He gets over the 30-yard line, so he gets back the loss and a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 9, and they are going to we got 30 seconds on the clock, so they'll get it down to about 1:37 when they snap it the next time. And then another 40 seconds after that. It's going to be under a minute when 4th down.
You would just keep the ball on the ground here, right? No reason to worry about the first down. I would just run it. If you don't get it, then pin them deep with a little under a minute left.
Yeah, run the ball. Now, it's spread out as they're going to have some of the defenders.
It's like East Lincoln's going to run it down and then call a timeout.
Ran it right down to 0, so 1:37 to go. We'll keep it here because the timeouts, referees have been keeping this game moving.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the play call is coming out of this timeout. It's 3rd and about 9 at the 30-yard line.
We got Daly at how many yards now? He's
Daly
had a lot of carries.
113 on 20 carries.
He's been the workhorse tonight. Cutter with some runs. I wouldn't be surprised to see Daly follow Cutter around the outside to the wide side. They've tried that play before.
Yeah, it's been kind of the bread and butter here.
It runs some time. Makes, you can string it out if you want, but Daly just needs to go down.
Yep.
If he carries it. Or do they fake it and Mazzell takes off because he's been pretty successful tonight too.
It's been there. It definitely was there in the first quarter.
We need Tony Romo to come in here and tell us what's going to happen before it happens.
That's why they're paying him millions.
he does a great job. It's amazing. I think they should do this, and they do. 3rd down and 9. Hand off to Daly. Not much there. He gets submarined in the backfield by Jaquise Rumpf, who's had played a great game for South Point. So to be 4th down and 9, clock is rolling. It will be under a minute,
Yeah, it'll
about
tick down.
50 seconds.
Yeah, they'll probably just take the delay of game on this one. They do have a timeout left. I suppose they could call the timeout.
I imagine they will at this point. They'll run every second off they can. So it'll be 50 seconds approximately.
South Point's going to have to reach deep into its bag of play calls.
Lubowitz walking over to the official on the sideline here. 2, 1, and there's the call for the timeout. 49 seconds left. East Lincoln has used their last timeout. Both teams are out of timeouts.
Yeah, South Point's going to have a long field to cover with not much time to work with and no way to stop the clock.
So what do you see here? Do they run the ball, or can Mazzell pooch kick?
Yeah, I don't know.
If there's nobody back, I would pooch kick.
I'd punt it and try to put it in the corner, see how deep you can pin them.
It'd be interesting to see what comes out on this.
Yeah, But they lost about a yard on that third down play. So
Yeah, Rumpf fired in there, took Daly's legs out.
It's 4th and a full 10. If they did convert, it would be over.
Yes, because no timeouts. It'll just stop the clock long enough to do the chains. One victory formation, that'll be it. So here it comes, 4th and 9.
They are sending the offense back out.
The offense is on the field.
Like you said, a pooch punt is a possibility here, maybe.
There's nobody back for South Point. So if you do a pooch kick, you don't have to worry about a return. Mazzell in the shotgun. And you got a penalty. Hold on, this one's going to come back.
They were running a play, too. That wasn't a pooch punt.
No, it wasn't.
It was a false start.
Wide receiver on the far side, one of them flinched. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the clock is down to 45 seconds. It was 49 at the timeout.
Yeah, they'll probably put a few seconds back on the clock.
49. Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
So they are going to put the 4 seconds back on the clock. Dead ball penalty, so the clock gets rolled back.
Still keeping
the offense still got the offense out there. And again, 15. Nobody back for South Point. So Mazzell in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Now he's running around. He's being chased. He's got space out there. He's heading for the first down. I'm not sure he got it.
Yeah, I think he's a couple yards short.
He's pointing like he got the first down. It's going to depend on the spot here.
Like
and he will be short.
Yeah, just a yard short. Needed
it
15,
was so
got
close.
14. Nothing else. It is almost like a punt and a touchback. And it gets them down around the 20.
So they'll get the ball at the 22-yard line. No timeouts. 40 seconds on the clock. So not a bad move there by East Lincoln. They almost got the first down. I think if Mazzell had taken off a bit sooner, he could have outrun it to the corner. One wide receiver for South Point. Blee, back to pass, looks, flushed out of the pocket, throws, goes off the hands of his receiver, incomplete. Coverage there by Hampton, good. It was intended for Dawson Tobin. That only used 6 seconds. It'll be 2nd and 10. 34 seconds to go. Last gasp for South Point. 78 yards away from the end zone. Man in motion makes it 3 wide receivers to the right. Blee rolls, throws. The defender fell down. The catch is made.
That was Walker. His leg
he went
gave
down
out on him again.
Walker was in coverage on that side, and he fell, or his leg gave way, and that left Elijah Pfeiffer wide open, because that was not exactly a pretty one. That pass fluttered in the air like a wounded duck.
Yeah, they brought Pfeiffer in motion across the formation, and so ended up having 3 receivers to this near side, and the Mustangs only had 2 defenders over there to cover him.
And then Walker falls down.
Yeah, so it was really 3-on-1. Fortunate that the throw was so short.
Oh,
if
if
you'd
it
have let
had
him
been a good
out
throw,
there, that might have been a touchdown.
A good throw would have been a touchdown.
Walker again.
Now being helped off the field. Every other time he's managed to walk off at some point. This time he does not.
Yeah, it's that left leg that's bothering him.
He's had issues with that for the last 3 or 4 games, but he's played through it.
It's a big loss here where South Point has to put the ball in the air.
25 seconds to go. East Lincoln ahead 14-7, no timeouts, 1st and 10 at the Mustang 40-yard line. Now going out wide is Jackson Blee, 6'5" tight end. Well, you don't have Walker out there with his size and length to cover him.
Yeah, it's Roseboro
Blee
now.
Rolls out, being chased, throws. It goes to Blee. It's caught.
Yeah,
he gets out of bounds. No, they're saying they're rolling the clock.
Wow.
18. So they stop the clock long enough for
the first down. And they spike it to stop the clock. 15 seconds to go. They got a first down at the 27-yard line on that play. 13 yards on the pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10. 15 seconds to go.
They can either try and pick up another 10, 15 yards, run up and spike it again, and then take a shot, or you can take 3 shots from here.
I'm not sure Blee can throw it far enough from here, based on the last pass over here.
He didn't get it.
That ball fluttered terrible.
Barely.
Again, same play. Blee rolls out, and he's hit in the backfield. Cutter came in, slowed him down.
5 seconds, 4.
And finished off. He's tackled in bounds. Why is the clock stopped? There's a penalty flag on the field.
Personal face
mask.
Wow. Wow.
7 seconds to go. Blee got around the outside, was hit by Cutter. I don't know if that was when the face mask occurred. But then on the tackle, so it's being marked off from the 25-yard line. So this one's going to come down to the very last second.
Yeah, South Point's going to have a shot here from about the 10, 15-yard line, somewhere in there.
If it's half the distance, it should be about the 12 and a half. 10-yard mark off. So that's going to put it at the 15-yard line.
Never heard of a 10-yard face mask, but we'll take it.
So it's going to be first down. So they're going to put the time back to 9 seconds on the clock. And now another discussion on the field.
Seems to be a weird spot on that penalty, but
so it's first and 10, but that's not really going to matter.
Now they put it at the 12 and a half.
Now they've got it at the 12 and a half, so it was half the distance. And it's going to be first down from the 12. 7 seconds left. South Point now has 3 wide receivers in the game. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Blee rolls out to the right towards the receivers, looks, throws, it's intercepted! Picked off by East Lincoln, that's going to do it. And the clock has run out. East Lincoln is going to the state championship game.
Wow.
Hampton Good appeared to be the one to pick it off. So the final score, Mustangs 14, South Point 7. The crowd rushing the field, the students out to join the football players.
What a ball game.
What a fantastic ball game.
Mustangs going to the state championship next weekend to take on Northern Nash.
All right, folks, welcome back to the studios. There's your scores that we have right now. The final is going to be East Lincoln 14-7, Reidsville up 32-6 on the Burns Bulldogs right now. Mount Airy 28-0 on Drone. Tarboro, that's a final 35-7. Final in Northern Nash wins 23-22 in a big back and forth game there. East Duplin, last score I still got 21-20, 21-21 Weddington and Grimsley, and Millbrook down 21-13. There's the last scores we got, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Red Zone Radio. We'll be back for the postgame show as soon as Burns gets over with their broadcast, so about 10:15, somewhere in that time. So between 10 and 10:15, we'll be back for the postgame show when they're done with their postgame shows from the stadium. Thanks for watching the Red Zone channel. I'm Kevin Hastings on KTC Broadcasting.com.